Yo, what is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. I'm Ty Hudson, the host and creator. I hope you're doing well. If you guys would, at the end of the video, like, comment, share the content that you just watched. Well, and of course, if you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button down below. Check out all the links that are provided for you as well down below in the description box. This is the long-awaited video. Georgia, Arkansas, Week 1, Faytown. Who you got, Ty? I get it in my DMs when I see you guys out and about at like Walmart or gas stations. Ty, how are we going to do against Georgia? I feel like they're going to lose, but can they make it a game? Or do they get the upset? I don't know. Let's talk about it. You ready? Let's go. Woo pig. Georgia last year on offense was, for the most part, a slightly above average offense, finishing 50th in the country in scoring, 41st in rushing offense, and 72nd in the country in passing offense. And that with Jake Fromm at the helm and DeAndre Swift at running back. Now, more than 75% of that scoring production from that more or less vanilla offense from a year ago is gone. And there's a ton of questions at quarterback. Kirby Smart now claiming he may not even announce his starting quarterback until game day against the Hogs this Saturday. From a year ago, threw the ball for 2,860 yards with 24 passing touchdowns and only 5 picks. Swift ran the ball 196 times with 1,200 plus yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. He also caught the ball out of the backfield 24 times with at least 1 receiving touchdown. But as I said, they're without their star running back and without their star quarterback and have only 2 returning starters on offense who are both offensive linemen. They do have a potential star wideout in sophomore George Pickens, a 6'3", 385-pound matchup nightmare for anybody, but especially the Razorbacks, who could give the Razorback defensive backs a lot of trouble this Saturday. But make no mistake about who Georgia really is. They are a defensive football team, ranked in the top 3 nationally in nearly every single defensive category outside of pass defense, where they rank 31st in the country in 2019, giving up just a little over 200 yards a game through the air. I know, how terrible. That must have just been awful for them, huh? They have around 8 to 10 starters back on defense in 2020 and will once again challenge for the top spot in the SEC East. But focusing back on Georgia's offense for just a minute, we mentioned how their quarterback Jake Fromm is gone. Well, they had expected Wake Forest transfer Jamie Newman to come in and be the guy, but he opted out back in early September. And now there's a big question mark at quarterback for Georgia at the moment. JT Daniels, another transfer. He hasn't been cleared to play against the Hogs just yet. And it sounds like former 4-star, 6'6", 205-pound freshman quarterback Dwayne Mathis could be the guy at the helm for Georgia against the Hogs, who, by the way, on his 247 profile is compared to current Razorback Felipe Franks, with the size and the arm and everything. This could be a little bit of an advantage for the Hogs with only 2 returning starters on the offensive line. Can the Hogs put together any sort of pass rush and get into the backfield and possibly rattle the young freshman quarterback? This really seems to be Georgia's only real weak spot. It's clear that they don't want to put the freshman Mathis in this particular spot, even if it's against a Razorback team at the beginning of their rebuild. So let's bounce over to the Hogs real quick. My biggest issue with Arkansas is the amount of questions they have, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The depth at linebacker, well, it's worrisome. I mentioned that earlier. There's not a lot there. There's not a lot of bodies there. And outside of Bumper Pool, will someone else emerge as at least a key contributor at the position? We're not asking you to be a playmaker or a difference maker, just a contributor. Go out there and do your job. Be in the right place at the right time. Be in position. Don't look lost, and go out there and do your job. That'd be great. If we have to only rely on Bumper Pool, it sounds like they're going to run the 4-2-5 this year. So if you only rely on Bumper Pool, we're going to have some issues. Someone else has to step up at the linebacker position, and they have got to build depth there this offseason. They've got to bring in more bodies for this 2021 class. And just what about their pass rush this year? Can the defensive line manage to put at least some pressure on the Dogs, or will they have to rely on these linebacker and defensive back blitz packages? Will the secondary take that much-needed step in the right direction? They're going to have their hands full. Pickens is a baller. I mean, he's got a big body, long limbs. You know, again, he's like 6'3", 6'3 and a half. He's going to be a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams, not just the Razorbacks. So we'll see how this secondary performs against him and whoever plays at quarterback for Georgia this Saturday. The keys in this game for me, the defense has to get consistent pressure on whoever plays at quarterback on Saturday for Georgia. Don't let them get comfortable on that side of the ball. The defense very well could end up getting a couple of takeaways in this game if this happens. On the offensive side of the ball for the Hogs, feed your playmakers. Get your stud wideouts out in the open field and maybe find a way to utilize the very athletic and agile TJ Hammonds one way or another. I would love to see that guy make his place in this offense or find his place in this offense. It'd be great to do that against Georgia. And yeah, give Rakeem Boyd the damn ball. Keep the Georgia defense off balance, set the edges, open up north-south running, and keep Georgia on their heels. You cannot afford to get off to a slow start ever, but especially with this very stingy Georgia defense. My pick in this game is Georgia 35, Arkansas 10. That covers the spread. That's all I'm asking. Cover the spread, and I think I'll take that moral victory. I know you're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be over the whole moral victory stuff, but here we are. I mean, guys, we're at the beginning of a rebuild, like I mentioned. That's all I'm asking for the Hogs. Cover the spread, but who really knows how this one turns out? Hopefully the Hogs come out and surprise some folks. So that's going to do it. Thanks again, guys. Remember to like, comment, share the content. If you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button and check out all the links provided for you down below in the description box. Until the next video, woo pig suey, go Hogs.